I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have a look at Time Raiders. The greatest NFT treasure hunt of all time, a time travel play to earn NFT game. They have a white paper, they have a website set up with a quite interesting game as well. I'm going to mute it. This is actual in-game footage, travel through time. I think we're in the UK as it appears. Then we go up the ladder. And then we have a little bit of a struggle. Find and sell loot NFTs. There's actually a gunfight going on apparently. So it's some kind of shooter game. Acquire the token. All right. And what is the next step? Build a insane base. Use the token to buy items. All right. Upgrade your weapons. Upgrade characters and companions. And then unlock different levels. Alrighty. And more. Don't forget the more part. Also very important. Okay, so now we got dinosaurs. Time Raiders. Alright, yeah, because you can go back in time, I assume. Join the greatest NFT treasure hunt of all time. So there's a war going on. A big city. You can go basically through the different levels, and I assume that's basically the time. So the NFTs, everything in the NFT in the game is an NFT that can be bought, traded, sold, or staked for Time Raiders' native utility token Expendium. The value of these NFTs is defined by the rarity and in-game utility. You got the founders NFTs, the access keys, the special weapons, the collectibles, and the treasures. They got a little gallery right here, and that's basically from the gameplay that we just looked at. They have a roadmap. So basically they started in the fourth quarter, design, game development, fundraising, first NFT mint. All right, so the first mint has already occurred, and we can have a look at that in a second. And then the community kickoff. As of the first quarter, they have done a launch pool AME, or well, maybe in progress still, Gamify IDO, early pre-game release of limited NFTs, public go live with the first 3 levels. So they're developing quite quickly. There's definitely some progress there. In-game NFT release, new skins, new characters, pre-sale NFT usable in-game, staking for factories. I don't know what that means. And then a beta test, public release of initial multiplayer features, between 4 and 6 new levels released, set in the prehistoric period. 3-party NFTs released. All right, so the timeline is definitely, I think there it's current, and then it moves to pre-story there. Then there's another NFT release for the hunt, 4 new levels in new time periods. It's not displaying which ones though. Multiplayer gameplay, player versus player features such as guilds. That's interesting, definitely. Then you get the staking quest, and this is all happening this year, so they're going fast with the levels, definitely. Between 4 and 6 new levels released in the new period. So basically we're looking at, in this case, like 1 or 2 levels a month, which depending on how big a level is, would be fast. You can earn the Expendium token, which is the Time Raiders native in-game utility token. Find and sell loot, commodities, or artifacts. Artifacts with an I believe. Sell the produce of the factories on the black market, daily rewards, special event, partnerships, incentives, daily, weekly, monthly quests, staking, and through the exchange, obviously. So the in-game utilities, you can buy items with this, upgrade weapons, upgrade characters, upgrade companions, and then staking. The most important part, the tokenomics, right? So this is not only about the NFTs. I think the NFTs are a little bit more detailed in the white paper, hopefully, which we'll have a look at in a second. But it's on a Polygon blockchain, so that's good to know in terms of gas fees. The initial market cap will start about 666K. Not really too high, but a little bit higher than I would like. I love projects that launch with 240, 260K. Because the pump is quite significant. This is going to launch 666K, not truly a bad thing, except for the bad sign, the 666, or maybe some love it, some hate it, right? So definitely not too high, but also not on the lower side, just normal, decent, I would say. Fully diluted market cap sitting at 22 million, which is quite high to start with, right? So they value themselves on launch. So if this would do a 5x, bring the market cap to 3 million, which is normal, the company would be worth 100 million. From what I've seen so far, this is not a 100 million type game, right? So definitely the token supply, I appreciate them being very transparent about the fully diluted market cap. But yeah, it is something to take into consideration. Obviously, the demand and supply ratio over time will change throughout the development of the game. Seed at 3%, strategic at 4%, private 1, 7, private 2, 4, public 3, all right, quite normal percentages. This is 11, yeah, okay, that's fine. Gameplay 10, staking 10, operations 25, Utopian Game Labs, I think that's the team, 19, 5% for the advisors. Oh wait, so the Game Labs is actually getting 19% and then the team is getting 10%, which basically means it's outsourced development, I would say, and that's 29%. That's quite heavy. But basically, they should have called this development, right? Because you shouldn't bring it under with the team. But they also got 25% on operations. So the development is definitely very cost intensive. And they got 5% for their advisors. And the team is taking only 10% in this case. So they're going to launch through Launchpool. It's a community investment platform. Launchpad is a community investment platform that connects varied stakeholders in the crypto community, including funds, marketers, and experts, incentivizing all. I have no experience with Launchpad myself, but I assume it's just a regular Launchpad that they will use to complete the sale. It appears so. So Launchpad is a pre-IDO investment platform, a Launchpad. All right, perfect. So on Launchpool, the Time Raiders would launch. I'm very curious to see about that first mint that has already occurred. A Utopian Game Labs production. The Utopian has a rich history of developing video games stretching over 20 years. The team has developed more than 25 mainstream titles. All right. Return to Earth, High School Musical 3, Starpoint Gemini 2, Scooby-Doo, Nuclear Dawn, Peppa Pig. All right. Teletubbies, Young Indiana Jones. Not really any A-type games. But even on the design of this website, I think this top design is quite cool, but the rest is designed quite poorly. They should put in a little bit more effort, make the website at least look nice. So the studio had Simon Bailey as first. Once you click the name, they have a little bit of an overview. I would put the CEO first, but that's just me. Then they have lead designer, project manager, art director, lead technical designer. So basically the whole team is not in a part of this team, right? So where are the blockchain guys, the blockchain devs? Dev team project manager, but the development is then all outsourced. They got a technical lead, design, but there's no, or a game designer, but I assume you're not just working with one game designer, right? Allows cutting edge, the company is committed R&D. Okay, so I think this is just part of the team, I would say. So they also show the Utopian Game Labs team, but where's the actual team? So Utopian Game Labs is getting 19% of the tokens, but the team is getting 10%. So who is the team behind Time Raiders and not just this development company, right? Which is basically my main question right now. A lot of advisors. I don't know why you would need that many, 7 in total. I don't know any of them. Right, so looking at the names, I'm not familiar with any of these guys. This guy looks like a gamer, and he is a gamer of a big esports brand. But that's fine. I mean, more advisors doesn't necessarily mean a better setup. But let's go to the white paper and actually go and review the team. So the team actually is mentioned here. So the advisor summary is here. And then the team. So Utopian Game Labs. So Time Raiders is a Utopian Game Labs company. So I'm quite confused about this. So they assigned 19% of the tokens to Utopian Game Labs, I assume for the development. But then the team, which is also Utopian Game Labs, gets another 10%. So basically the team gets 29%. Whether that is spent on team or development, I understand, but this is too confusing. Just call this development if that is for the development of the ecosystem, right? A little pointer right there. Then we already reviewed the roadmap. I want to know about that NFT mint. So here says, so integration with engine. Okay, so this roadmap is a little bit different than the roadmap we saw before. When was this updated? So it's quite a 18th of February. So it's super up to date, which I do appreciate. But it's very basic, right? It's just basically a Word document exported to PDF. Nothing wrong with that, but it could do some design work on it, make it look a little bit nicer, more fancy. So it goes about the gameplay, which I do understand what type of game this is. I want to know about the NFTs primarily, because this was brought to me as an NFT game, focused heavily on the NFTs. And this is not the type of game I would invest in, right? It doesn't look good to me, doesn't look as interesting. I don't like the story that much. But I do think it's great that they have the some in-game footage already readily available. Now I'm just curious about what these NFTs would look like. So the core of the Time Raiders, so this NFT, the NFT come in different rarities, with value increasing with rarity and in-game utility. The NFTs earned in the in-game can be items, all right, common, then rare, very rare, super rare, extremely rare, scarce, unique, extinct, scarce items but not collectible, and legendary, one only, hidden, to be found once. Okay, strange. Limited edition, seasonal, multi-part. All right, so there will definitely be a lot of NFTs on this. NFTs for the pre-sale. All right, that's what I would like to know. Some NFTs can be created for future use in the game. Naked Churchill postage stamp. There are 6 tiers of founders token with limited numbers of each. Okay, so missiles launching submarine 100, bomber 100, but it doesn't mention how much they would cost, which is the token utility and tokenomics. I would love to know more, specifically in the white paper. I understand there's 100. I understand that there's some part of the treasure hunt, right? So they're definitely for future in-game use. You can get some additional perks with it, but how much do these things cost? Because you're going to raise money, right? And if I look at the fully diluted market cap on launch, you're going to raise basically a net valuation fully diluted of $22 million, but these NFTs are also going to earn you money. And I would like to know how much money as an investor you're going to earn on these NFTs. But it appears that information is not available. We're going to go to Medium to see if there's some additional information there. So they do have an explainer on how to join the Launchpad. And other than that, there is not yet that much information available. There should be, the first mint should have happened already. So there's also not an OpenSea link, although it's on Polygon, maybe. So they have a Discord community, Time Raiders, Cointelegraph, discussing Time Raiders. Okay, so they have a whitelist on BinStarter. So the IDO is actually coming in about a week and a half. So not only Launchpool is doing the IDO, BinStarter is doing it as well. And it does look interesting. It's just like, I assume a lot smaller game that I would normally cover, but still, 31,000 followers. The engagement, not too bad, right? So we usually see that these games have barely any engagement. The price of the token will be about 2.2 cents, which definitely gives it some room. And it seems that they're extremely active. So they will also do an IDO on Engine Starter. So we have Engine Starter confirmed and BinStarter for this project. And then obviously the Launchpool that it covered before. Man, where are these NFTs? I would love to see more about these NFTs. So they are quite heavy on the Discord in terms of the promotion, because it does look quite interesting, with the entire thing. I just can't find the information that I would love to see, because maybe they haven't launched the actual NFTs yet, or at least the first part, because I would assume at that point you would post an OpenSea link somewhere. But let's head over to their Discord and check it out, right? So I will join their Discord. If I can do the verification. Okay, complete. Yeah, so you must verify your phone number, and obviously I can't do that right now. So I hate it when they do that on their service, because even my phone doesn't work, right? So I can already tell you I need to use a different phone, and I don't have it with me right now. Unfortunately, I have too many Discord accounts. If you know, you know. But in this case, they only have 10,000 people, so even the Digit Club has more. Not necessarily a bad thing, because there's still 2 weeks until launch-ish. 500 people online, that's a decent ratio. But definitely, I'm not able to bring you any updates on the Time Raiders NFTs because it's not publicly available as it appears. They do have a good social following. There is some engagement, definitely. It looks like an interesting project, just not something that I would be specifically interested in as it appears. I think the idea is cool. I think the tokenomics makes sense. I just need more confidence in the NFTs, and I would like a lot more design work. So this doesn't give me enough confidence to participate in this launch because of the poor design of the website, the poor design of the white paper, which for me are two just important things. You know, I think we own a lot of products and we do a lot of design work, and the design work, it doesn't cost a lot of money, it doesn't cost a lot of time, but it does give a very clear impression of what you're all about and what you're doing. And basically this cutoff, this extremely ugly cutoff, so there was a background here and they cut it away. I mean, the Photoshop on this is so bad and they still uploaded it. I'd rather, Todd Brown, my guy, I'd rather not see your face, although you're lovely, than see such an ugly cutout, because everybody else has a beautiful circle, right? And I still have the background, so just blur the background or something. Like this looks so amateuristic, and then together with all the other parts of the website, I would love to see this type of look and feel, right? Not even like dynamic, but just like plain and simple. Like, for example, this looks great, right? But why does this look so poor quality? It's a shame. So Time Raiders, I'll rate it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to pass on this project unless, Time Raiders, you're watching this and you want to bring any updates. Join the Digits Club Discord. Over 10,000 people looking at gaming and NFT projects, and you might be able to argue your case why we should reconsider Time Raiders. And if you're watching and you're not part of Time Raiders, feel free to join as well. Let me know what you think about this project in the description down below. In the comments, I'll be sure to have a look. And if you have any other upcoming projects, feel free to suggest them and I will see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.